Hi guys, I just made a complete change in the scripts of github.com/eric/ArcoLinux Nemesis. And from that end, I've installed everything, and this is still the machine where I played around with Euro Truck with Steam. But I want to test now if the VirtualBox is working, basically. And I wanted to have a look again at the Arch plus Alice, or the AA ISO. So it's something to actually build yourself, and it's a super fast way. What was the last result? The best result ever was 129 seconds, and you've got a ArcoLinux and XFCE4 installed. I mean, right? Pretty fast. So all kind of references. Let's download it. Let's see where it's coming from. It's going to try Germany KDE. Not too far, but right. The distance, the real distance, doesn't really matter. Sometimes further away is sometimes faster. So we'll see. And otherwise, look at that, 2 hours. I hope it improves, but otherwise you do what we all do, and that is go back. Problems downloading, yes. Stockholm. So Sweden is often good for me. Osbeck is from Sweden. I will just wait. So you're out. And Sweden is in. Look at that. Sweden rules, right? And it's further away in distance than Germany. That's life. Anyway, so take a look what the Arch, the idea here is what if we combine the scripts from Pico, and if we combine the building process of Arch, then I don't need to go to arcolinux.org. I'll build it myself. I will always have a up-to-date ISO because they release once a month, and I'll just build it myself. And with that USB, I have my own parameters. So in Alice, there's a lot of parameters. I want to have XFCE, Mate, and stuff like that. We're gonna play with that now, and in the end result you've got Arch. Simple as that, and a lot of work still to be done, which is okay because it is fun to learn. So if you want to create your own AA with your own code, it's all explained here, and add even desktops that do not exist, like a Dusk and so on, that were not there yet when I came along. And many of these are now included. All right, it will be downloaded, I suppose. No, it's not almost. The speed is not that great. I've paid for 45 megabytes per second, so 1/10. I see here a word that triggers something to talk about. Stay pure, right? This is a pure ArcoLinux vision of things. No ArcoLinux packages in here. This is Arch repos. When you do Control-T and you update the system, you get 3 lines not from Arch, and a 4th line not from Arch. It's just these guys. That's pure Arch. And all it is, and what it does, it responds, this project responds to the users saying, I want to install ArcoLinux without Calamares. Is there no way to install it without Calamares? There is. This, right? And ArcoLinux has also an ArcoLinux install script as well, so you can use it as well. And we've played around with ArcoLinux installers. ArchVi, Archris, Alice, Algui, right? We've played around with them, and we look at how things are installed. And it's fun to see that there are so many possibilities. All right, finally, yay, we can test our virtual machine. Super F7, right? Keyboard shortcuts, no thy keyboard shortcuts. And then choose a disk file. We download it. ArcoLinux, of course, it's Arch. By the way, you know what I'll say. Nothing touched, right? Nothing touched. It's pure Arch. The only thing we've done is add a folder to it. A folder that contains scripts. A script that contains parameters. Parameters that you can change. And that's it. The rest is all Arch, Arch, Arch. So, what you need to do, look around. Well, first of all, keyboards in my case. Loot the keys. DE Latin 1. And I'm not AZERTY. So, I want to CD to Alice. And we're gonna take a look. So this is Pico's code, not mine. I just added a few things. So it works, right? So the start sh is green, which means, hey, start with start sh, right? See the videos. So we launch that one like so. Now, do you want to get the last GitHub code in? Internet required. It will override anything you may have changed. If we did something locally already, it really is a git pull, but it's gonna remove everything. Answer with yes or no. So yes, basically nothing changed, I think. But now I'm gonna say no. So if I say yes, everything installs. But first, I want to play around with it. So let's take a look. The start is needed just to make everything executable. What we need is later on the alice.sh. That's what we'll launch later on. And that's the same prompt, you see? Exactly the same prompt. No. First we edit things. Nano. And then the alice.conf. Let's play around a little bit. So take a look. BE Latin, that's true, that's good for me. So SDA is good for VirtualBox. NVMe is another part of another structural name for the NVMe SSDs. And this is VDA, that's for the QEMU, for instance. And this one I really don't know, right? MMC singles, I have to look that up. Trim true, love wrong. X4, I have BetaRFS. If I put an exclamation mark here, I don't have BetaRFS. Let's go for a Reiserfs. Yeah, let's take Reiserfs. So X4, you're out. So an exclamation mark, where are you? Is there. I'm on a QWERTY keyboard again, so it doesn't say, so it's like, it has to be there. Reiserfs. Cool, so all those things are about sub-volumes, mount points, it's all for BetaRFS, will not be used. I'm using a big swap, which is making everything a little bit slow to build everything, so I'm not gonna use swap. I have 16 or 32 gigabytes on this machine, so it's gonna be enough. Oh yeah, we can change our way of booting up. Do we want grub? Yes, no, right? Reflector countries, I'm gonna go for Osbeck, Sweden. Change it if you live somewhere else. Kernels, Linux LTS, Linux L headers, harden, Zen headers. Okay, gonna leave everything as is. And AOR stuff, I want Paru bin. We can just take one, right? It says single. Single means just the one. So either Paru or Yay. Choose. This display driver, yeah, auto. So read the text that's up there, that's in blue. I'm gonna keep to auto in my case. I do have an NVIDIA where I'm working on, but this is VirtualBox. Huh? So check out all the possibilities that you can change there. Some already by default. Now I wonder, this grub thing, where was it? Make init CPIO or things. Okay, here it is. Bootloader. So auto. With auto value, grub is used for BIOS system, systemd for UEFI system. True, I did not select it in VirtualBox. It's probably gonna be a grub thing. Yeah, we saw the logo, right? Remember the Arch logo? Yeah, if it's colorful, yep. There's no choice for me, I need to have grub. So if I leave it like this, it will be grub anyway. Bash ZSH. Let's try fish. These days I'm fishing a lot. So bash, you're out. Only one fish. Desktop environment. Wow, right? XFCE. Let's do something else. XFCE. This one. No, that one. Yeah. So it's 8 for me. But what shall we take? Cinnamon, i3 gaps, deeping, awesome, Qtile, open box. Right? Choose. Yeah. Maybe let's take GNOME, but I know that Wayland and VirtualBox don't play well together, so that might be not a smart thing to do. So let's take KDE. I want to have Pipewire true, so I'll have not Pulse Audio, but Pipewire. And some Vagrant VirtualBox with Packer systemd reboot true. I think it's done. Maybe I skipped some things, maybe you see other options. Go test it out, right? Select it, test it out, see what's happening to your system. It's great to learn, and also to learn about scripting. It's a very organized structure script, and you learn a lot from reading code. So Ctrl X. Yes. ls.conf is the configuration file. The application file is ls.sh, and off it goes. This script deletes all partitions of the persistent storage, and continuing all your data in it will be lost. No problem, it's a VirtualBox. Attention, you should reboot after fdisk, all data will be lost, continue. That's strange that we got a yes. Normally everything just goes without it. It's strange, it is. It starts with an ArcoLinux keyring. Reflector, a package to know all ArcoLinux mirrors. I told him to go to Sweden. Osbeck is the result. Base comes in there, you see autoconf, automake, or base devel actually, the content of base devel that I saw. But both of them are important, base and base devel. So that's important to know the name already. GCC. It's best to do things and updates in your terminal. Then you look at the code and say, oh, like, look, make init CPIO, and then arch wiki make init CPIO, and just a few minutes a day, just look something up that you see, and after 3-4 years you'll be a specialist. I see there's a problem with the Reiserfs file, SCK Reiserfs, because of the choice. We need the package, the prox package, I think, Reiserfs prox is not installed. So it's an improvement for Pico. I'll talk to him later and tell him. So if you love this script, right, this Alice script, go to the GitHub of Pico and tell him, look, I've done these parameters, these things, and this happens, and then it'll improve the script. That's what I've been doing for weeks, I think in February. And that's the fun, right? Improving together, working together. Here's Plasma. Bunch of software. It's actually not that big, eh? 763 megabytes. Is that a lot for a desktop? Don't know. Do a clean install of Windows and see. There you see the word meta, KDE system meta. There are many meta packages like Plasma Meta, you see at the bottom, near the bottom there. It's actually a meta package, Arch Wiki meta package. Start having the reflex to type it in. Arch Wiki something, Arch Wiki something, Arch Linux something. And gradually learn. There are the BTRFs procs. BTRFs procs? Now it should install Reiserfs procs. Unless I've made a mistake, I decided Reiserfs. Or maybe it's in a part of the general packages. Anyway, well, can see the video again, and now I can improve it. We is in Pico can improve it. I'll ask he does the work. Okay, Pico. VLC is in there. Choices. KDE network there. Somebody there. Yeah, it's telepathy. Voila. If you don't want it, don't install it. It's all about choices always, right? So many choices to make. What's this? Bash completion, Firefox, Melt, Nano. So all of my choices, packages I would like to have on my system. That I have a browser that I can compare, that I have an editor, some stuff like that, right? The bare necessities, the bare minimum. Here is AOR. So AOR is just working just fine. Parubin first. Get an AOR helper, one of them, then that one will become the helper for anything that's AOR based. Inksy, for example, and Sublime Text, for example, are coming from the AOR. So is it still a pure Arch? Yeah, no, since we've just activated AOR and we want packages from it. But hey, all the fun is in AOR. How many was it? 50,000 packages? It's incredible, right? Just this morning, somebody asked, how can I install Polybar on Linux Mint? I answered sudo pacman -s polybar. Join us. Now, first thing I did was look online, and I did find an explanation to build and all that. He tried that, failed. I said, come on, join ArcoLinux. Sudo pacman -s polybar. Done. You can have a look at the YouTube playlist I've made about Linux Mint 20.2 or something, somewhere in July last year. And I was stuck at some point in time, and with all the 28 desktops that we have, we can't have them all on Linux Mint. So at some point in time you have to, yeah, throw in the towel. Is that the expression? I have to say, can't be done. Let's go to Plasma. Wayland, forget about it. X11. Try Wayland on real metal, but don't do it in VirtualBox. Until it works, until I say it works, right? Try out as much as you want, but if you get stuck, you know why. Et voila, we've got light Control T. That's something that works. Welcome to fish. Aha, right, I have got my fish. And this is NeoFetch is installed. Let's see, NeoFetch. Sudo pacman -s NeoFetch. Let's see. Voila. And then we can call it a day. This is your machine. It's pure Arch. There's nothing involved. Sudo pacman -remove. Arco, and there is no Arco, there's only ArcoLinux AppStream data and ArcoLinux keyring. That's it. We have Paru, and we can go on installing stuff from AWAR. Voila. So I don't know how long this video took, but installing ArcoLinux this way. Let's take a look at the video, the timer. 20 minutes with all my explanations and all my checking of the variables. In 20 minutes time, we've got an ArcoLinux with Plasma. All right, cheers, have fun.